Hi guys, so welcome to day 5 of our 21-day bioenergy and well-being reset. So 2 things that I would like to talk about today. So on the bioenergy side, it's to talk about the benefits of bioenergy and what bioenergy can bring into our lives, the positives, you know, that having bioenergy sessions and having this practice within our daily lives, how that can help us and support us. And then on the well-being side of things, I really want to focus on something very dear and close to my heart. It's just around gratitude. It's such a beautiful practice to have in our life regularly as well, and some of you obviously may be doing this on a regular basis as well, but it's just to focus in on the benefits of that as well. So with bioenergy, to look at the benefits of it, an example of my own personal story is where I was told that I had 2 types of an autoimmune condition, considered an autoimmune condition of alopecia, where I had lost all of the hair on my head from all of the hair up to there on my head, so from the back up to about there. So it was gradually creeping up. It took time to fall out. It started falling out at the very back, and then it gradually crept out up to about there. So I went on this probably about 2-year journey of looking at mainstream medicine options. That's when I was told I had 2 different types of alopecia, and also looking at the complementary side of things as well. So I was doing both roughly at the same time, and I came across lots of different holistic practices. Now, I would have considered myself fairly healthy up to that point. You know, I was aware of balanced nutrition, I was aware of exercise. I wasn't perfect by any means, but I had awareness, and I suppose I would have felt that I was living an optimistic life and a fairly joyful life, you know, and would have had a positive view of challenges and that type of thing in life as well. I was able to bring my mindset around to a more positive thing, and I was quite busy. I was working full time. I was traveling a lot with work. I was studying part-time at the time as well. I loved my social life at the time, and you know, loved to be out and active with other people as well. So I was probably a lot of balls in the air. You know, I was enjoying everything. I suppose that's the way I describe it as well. So I wouldn't have really seen it that I had particularly, you know, difficult life challenges, you know, or my view of it was that I didn't at the time either. So I suppose a few of the things that I came across, as I said, were very supportive to my health and well-being. And I definitely, you know, I remember I lost some weight. I, you know, did really great with exercise routines, that type of thing. But it wasn't until I came across, there was a guy in the west of Ireland in a town in Galway, and my uncles used to bring their animals to this guy up in the town square to look at healing for their animals. And he started to do sessions with people as well, so I went to that. And he was using, this guy at the time was dowsing, so he was using a clothes hanger to assess where there was blockages in the body. And this man said to me, this amazing man said to me at the time, find somebody who does bioenergy in your local area. I was based in Dublin at the time. So I did, and I had 4 sessions of bioenergy, and my hair started to grow back. Now, our hair grows in roughly 3-month cycles, so it took about 3 months and my hair started to grow back, and I haven't had any issues since. Now, the layer underneath this is, why did this happen? So I suppose bioenergy could have released this, but if there was something in my environment or in my life that was going to repeat itself, I could potentially have the same repeated pattern again of my hair falling out again. So it was identifying what was going on underneath it was the real magic in it. So I suppose, you know, it's that combined with bioenergy gives us a really robust and thorough and deep practice to be able to do this release work, to get lifelong benefits, to get lifelong changes for ourselves as well. So what I found out is that I had a block in the back of my throat chakra. So we have other chakras as well, but we have 7 main chakras. So coming out, throat chakra coming out in a funnel at the front and coming out in a funnel at the back. And there was a block at the back of my throat chakra our chakras are feeding into the energy pathways in our bodies, then that feed the organs and glands and cells of our bodies as well. So the life force energy, this energy, we talked in the day one of this bioenergy and well-being reset as well about what energy is, what bioenergy is. So this energy, this life force energy, this chi, this prana, wasn't able to feed the cells, the molecules, the atoms in my scalp for my hair to grow. So my hair couldn't grow because it didn't have life force energy to allow it to grow. So it was looking at what was holding it back from having that life force energy. And what I found is that I had emotional suppression, that I had suppression of my own voice, of my own truth. And that was causing this block within my energy system, which eventually translated over to my physical body. So energy blocks or energy stagnation can happen first in the energy field. The energy field feeds the physical body, and then if it doesn't get resolved, or we don't know how to release it, or we don't have practices to release it in our lives, we can then end up where it translates over to the physical body. And that's what happened with me. So my physical body was then talking to me to say, out of balance, out of whack, need to get better balance back in, and this needs to be released. And it spoke to me in that way through physical symptoms. So I also talk about the story where my little boy, who I need to go and collect from school soon, but our little boy, who he always loved water since he was born. He's loved water, still loves water now. But we had an incident where he was in a swimming pool, and there was nothing extraordinary about the time that we spent in the swimming pool. But after that, we were staying in a hotel at the time, and after that we brought him back to the room, tried to give him a bath, and no way would he go into that bath. And I was like, this is a bit odd, he loves water, why won't he go into it? And then we came home, and again, wouldn't go into the bath, absolutely no way. And so I said, okay, this needs to be looked at. So what we found is that he had a fright from probably a splash or something of the water in the swimming pool, and that had created a block of fear within his system, and a fear of water, and he wouldn't go into the water. So that was released through bioenergy for him, and he was able to go back into water straight away, and no issue since. Loves water again since. Now, that's a very simplistic way of looking at how we can develop a fear and how it could translate over into a fear of water, but it can be that simple. Something can be that simple as to how we get an energy block or stagnation within our systems as well. And obviously it can be more complex as well. There can be layers and different offshoots and branches to things that can happen to us as well that throw our system out of balance. So it's somewhere on that continuum. It could be something really simple that just needs to be released and balance can come back, or it can be there's a few layers to work through to bring balance back as well. But it's just an example to show you, how these blocks can happen for us, and can create challenges in our lives, and how bioenergy can support the release of that as well. Well-being practice for today. So gratitude. Gratitude is such a fast and easy way for us to lift our vibration. So I would do this just even driving around in the car, throughout my day, just switching into an attitude of gratitude. And it can be for small things, it can be for big things. The more we do it, the more we amp up the frequency and the vibration of the gratitude that we are expressing within our physical bodies, and that translates within our energy systems, within our full system, and that translates out into our physical experience in our external world as well. So, if you are feeling like you're in a bit of a funk, or there's obviously, there may be other underlying things that need to be released as well before we can put a shiny plaster of gratitude on it as well. So sometimes if it's, gratitude isn't helping us to feel us lifted, sometimes we need to look a bit deeper at that as well. But if, being mindful and aware of the thoughts that are coming in and out of our minds, and, if I feel like I need to switch the narrative, I need to switch it into a more positive narrative, an easy and quick way to do that is switching into an attitude of gratitude and a gratitude mindset. So it could be, just grateful for the trees that I see around me, grateful for the nature that's around me, grateful that I'm having this day alive and the experience that I'm having with the other people in my life as well, grateful for my family, for my partner, for my child, grateful for my mother, for my sister, for my niece and nephew, for my brother-in-law, for our wider family, just bringing in everything that I'm grateful for to do with my experience in life. And it doesn't matter what you're grateful for, you know, it can be, as I said, big things or small things. The important thing is bringing in that vibration and that frequency of gratitude into our experience as well. And it helps to manifest then things in our lives that we'd like to bring into our lives, because the things that are coming in are going to match the frequency that we're giving out. So it's a really quick and easy way to lift our vibration, bring a lighter experience into our day, but to practice it regularly. Consistency and being regular with this is the key to it as well. And it, excuse me, it doesn't have to be, you know, have a corner set up in your room and you need to sit there for an hour with this. That's a beautiful way to do it as well. But it's, you know, how can I fit this into my life as, you know, I'm going about my daily experience? And I said the well-being practices that we're going to bring in on this 21-day reset are usually the quicker, short burst ones that we can just bring into given moments in our day, you know, to lift our experience into a more positive and lighter and expanded experience for ourselves as well. So I hope you get to enjoy this, get to use it. You may be using it already, so it's just a little reminder if you are, bringing more awareness to it, and just to enjoy it and enjoy your day ahead. And thanks for being with us as well. See you soon. See you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.